What is shaking? Time to Shine Varsity Squad. Welcome to the Time to Shine Today podcast, episode 29. Level up and laugh a little. This is Scott Ferguson. Let's fire up. Hey, time to shine, Varsity Squad and Fergie Fanatics. How's everybody doing today? Actually, I'm doing this podcast on Sunday, and I went out last night with the fellas and watched some of the UFC fights. I'm kind of like to watch it, and I just love the flow in the zone that the fighters get in. It just gave me an idea for a podcast a little bit down the road regarding flow. And it's funny because I'm also reading this book, Rise of Superman, which is fantastic, and how, extreme athletes get into flow and how they can stay there for a long time. And I can't wait to dig into it a little bit more and give you a podcast, a knowledge nugget about flow. But today, it's about laughter and how laughter can actually help you level up your life. There's a cliche out there that says laughter is the best medicine, which I think that it is. I know that I am in a practice of being the biggest smart arse you'll ever meet. Laugh at myself a lot, not in a self-deprecating way, but in a way that, I don't take things too seriously. And I've said it in another podcast about not taking things too seriously because you'll never make it out alive. Or I'm sorry, you never take life too seriously because you'll never make it out alive. I love to laugh. I've found that it breaks up my day and allows my time to lock into seriousness about something, whether it's business or family or relationships, a lot easier. And that is something that I want you, my varsity squad, to really start to implement into your progression into leveling up every day. Laughing is not only contagious, but it makes you feel better. Okay? It makes you more creative. It gives you more energy. It puts you in a better mood. There's times when everybody's going to fall into a rut, and sometimes they get very stressed and anxious, and they find themselves not knowing what to do. They don't take a step back, a little bit of a sabbatical, give themselves a little bit of a reprieve, go into silence and connect with your creator. And if you don't have the drive to do that, then I'm just going to tell you what's super easy is just laugh. Okay, there's so many distractions in life that are out there that it stops you from having fun in life. Whether it's your phone or a client that's demanding or a family member that's up your butt about something. Okay, and I just look at that, and with myself, I'm guilty of it every day. I find myself getting distracted every day. And this isn't a podcast about focusing. This is a podcast about stepping outside of yourself and just laughing and having fun with your situation. A child, I got this from Robin Sharma in this book, Who Will Cry When You Die. It's in the show notes. That a child will laugh 300 times a day. An adult laughs about 15 times a day. I wonder why we're so stressed, so locked up. Laughing releases those endorphins. It releases those good feelings where you're just not really caring about what's going on in a sense. It might be serious that what you're going through or what I'm ever going through, but I'm always laughing. I level up. The people that I work with and that work for me are just, they say, Fergie, you're always laughing. Is this a big joke? And I tell them, no, it's not a big joke. It's my way to reset, especially if we're going through a major negotiation with a real estate deal, or I'm about to meet or interview somebody that I'm a little bit intimidated that I have to interview them. But I'll take a step back and, and I'll laugh. Steve Martin, the comedian, laughs in the mirror for 3 minutes every day. And it says it gets his creative juices flowing. It allows him to look at life as a playground, as a jungle gym. Okay? And that's what I'm going to ask you to do. All right? I notice my personal goals that I'm going after become easier to attain. And again, I'm always reminding you, inch by inch, it's a cinch. I don't try to take care of everything and get to a goal right away. I take off little bites. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Yes, I'm full of cliches this morning, but I just noticed that my personal goals or business goals become easier when I start my day with laughter, start my day in a flow state of fun and knowing that I don't get this day back. Might as well have some fun with it. And of course, I'm going to throw another quote at you from William James. Honestly, I don't know who he is, but I just know that he says, we don't laugh because we are happy. We are happy because we laugh. Okay, just laugh. Let it out. If you need to do it by yourself, that's fine. Me, I laugh in front of people, and they give me that look like, man, you're such a clown, Ferguson. And that's actually a compliment to me. I want them to know that I'm not sitting here taking life too seriously. Okay, so if you find yourself in a rut, start laughing. If you can't find something to laugh about, go on Amazon Prime or go on to Netflix and find yourself a funny movie. Like Van Wilder is one of my favorite movies. It's a National Lampoon's Van Wilder. I think it was year 2000s with Ryan Reynolds. It's hilarious. Everything, and it's hilarious in an adolescent way, and people say, Ferguson, you might be 47, 48 years old, but you act like you're 12 or 15 sometimes, which is fine. As long as I'm not offending somebody, I'll laugh, and I don't really care what people think. And Van Wilder is a movie that's really immature. Okay? It's funny, though. Go check it out. How about The Hangover? To me, that's the funniest movie ever made. I enjoy watching it from, Bradley Cooper, Zach Galifianakis, and Ed Helms, and Justin Bartha. It's funny. And just get yourself into a state of laughter. Or you want another one? Bad Grandpa. I think it's Bad Grandpa with Robert De Niro and the pretty boy guy. I'm sorry, it's not Bieber. It's the other Zach. Anyways, but I enjoy laughing. And I think that if you start to laugh in the morning, it will put you in a state of complete focus. It'll open up your creativity, and it will just make you feel better overall. And when you feel better about yourself overall, you'll start taking care of your temple. People will start wanting to be attracted to you and hang out with you and come your way. So I want you to laugh, Varsity Squad. My Fergie fanatics, laugh. Okay, so I'm going to jump now. I want everybody to fire up their day, level up their health, level up your wealth, because it's your time to shine. Hey, thanks so much for listening to this episode of Time to Shine today. If you're a business owner or professional who would like to be interviewed on our podcast, please visit timetoshinetoday.com/guest. If you like this episode, please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. There's a link in the show notes to our website. Also there, you will see our recommended resources. We hope you will help support our show by supporting them. If you like what you've been listening to, it'd be great if you could just give us a 5-star rating and tell your friends how to subscribe while you're at it. I'm your host, Scott Ferguson. Until next time, level up. It's your time to shine.